What's up, YouTube? This is Aaron with One Fitness. So today I want to talk about diets, and I know a lot of people have come to me and it's asking about, maybe cutting their carbs and going on these low carb diets. The thing with that, nutrition is not necessarily tricky, but nutrition is very specific. And first of all, I don't like to use the word diets. Diets to me are so temporary. If you're going to try to do this healthy lifestyle, then it needs to be a lifestyle. It needs to be something that you can commit yourself to. You may have some shortcomings, but something that you can commit yourself to. Diets are usually like 2 weeks here, 3 weeks there, and then you're back to just shoving whatever you can shove, pizza, chips, and candy. Diets are very temporary, and I don't like to use the word diets. But a lot of people come to me asking me about low carbs, and I really want to just cut my carbs out of my eating habits, and then maybe I'll lose weight. Regulating your calorie intake or your nutrients, your macronutrients and your micros. I applaud those who do so. Regulating is a way that you can keep track of what you're doing. If you want to live a healthy lifestyle and you want to reach your goals, you can't reach goals without tangible measurements. So regulating that, I applaud that. It's something that you must do. Now, whether you do it on the high scale or you do it on the low scale, whatever fits you, regulating is good. I'm with that. But the whole, I saw Susie Celebrity, she cut carbs out of her diet, and look at her, she's wonderful. What works for somebody else may not work for you. And that's the thing that people need to understand when it comes to fitness and nutrition. As far as nutrition or even fitness for that matter, what you need to take into consideration is your own specific body weight, your own specific lifestyle that you have, whether you have a very active lifestyle or whether you have not so active or somewhat active. That's how you determine what you need to do as far as your nutrition to meet your goals. Your goals are not the goals of the person next to you, which is not the goals of the person next to them, and so on and so on. The whole just, I want to cut carbs because this is a famous diet that's out there. It's not necessarily going to work for you. You really need to hone in onto what your specific needs are. Okay, so and I really want to answer some of those questions for a lot of people out there. Don't just go running out and latching on to the first or the next hottest thing that's out there in media, in the media or in society. It's not something that you just want to do. You just want to just go latching out on things. You need to understand what it takes to get to your goal, and it needs to be something specific. So say you're a bodybuilder, and you medium-sized guy, maybe 175 pounds, then if your goal is to put on a little more weight and bulk up, then yeah, maybe you increase your calorie intake, and maybe you increase your proteins, because your protein is going to help you build muscle, and even maybe kind of mid-range with your carbs, and you lower your fat. But if you're a regular 9-to-5 guy and you're 175 pounds and you're not that active, maybe you go take a walk or a jog around the lake near your house, or you hit the treadmill, then maybe your calories need to be a little lower, and maybe your carbs need to be a little lower, so that you don't need to be as high as someone that's very active. Carbs are not always bad. A lot of people have that misconception. Carbs are not always bad. If you're very active, you're going to need some carbs to get you through your day and all the activities that you need to do. Carbs fuel your body to help carry you and give you the energy to do what you need to do. If you're doing something high and very vigorous, you're going to need some carbs to get you through that. But you need the good carbs to get you through that. That doesn't mean go out and eat chips and eat cakes, and yeah, you might want to cut those carbs out. But you can get carbs from vegetables, you can get carbs from sweet potatoes and things like that. But those things are good for you, and those are, if you regulate the carbs that you take so that you use those carbs, then that energy storage is not left over so that it can turn into fat or anything like that. So don't just, I want to cut carbs out of my diet, because again, that may not work for you. It may work for, you know, so and so over here, but I guarantee you Susie Celebrity has a celebrity nutritionist who put something together specifically for her body type, for her goals, and where she's at now and her activity level. And I guarantee she has a celebrity trainer who did the same thing on the fitness side to get her to look like what you see on TV. It's not just a cookie cutter nutrition plan or a cookie cutter workout plan that just, you know, it's going to work for everybody, because that's just not going to happen. And I hope you guys take this, and I hope you guys understand this, that what you really need to do is sit down, set your goals, and then you need to get with someone who, you know, kind of understands where you're trying to go, where you are, where you're trying to go, and then they can assess, you know, what you need to do as far as calorie intake. You know, if you want to lose weight, then yes, you need to be in a caloric deficit. You need to burn more than you're taking in. So now you need to start playing with those numbers, that protein, the carbs, and the fats, and you need to see what do you need to carry you through the activities to put you in that caloric deficit, but not have your calories up so high. So it's a little more complicated than just, I want to cut my carbs so that I can lose weight. Yes, if you cut carbs, you will lose weight, but you may not have the energy just to make it through the day, and that can be unhealthy. You know, this whole thing is about everyone being healthy. So I hope that clears up some things for you guys. I'll make more videos so that we can go in depth. You know, shoot me your questions if you have them. I'll make more videos and try to answer all your questions. You know, subscribe to the channel, and, you know, keep the questions coming. Just stay as healthy as you can. All right, y'all take it easy. See you next time.